Good morning, students. Welcome back to History of Indian Arts. Today we are studying last part of this lesson, Indian traditions of performing arts. Now, first of all, what is performing arts? The performing arts often aims to express one's emotions and feelings. So, tradition of performing folk arts, India has independent and varied tradition of folk songs, folk instrumental music, folk dance, folk theatre, which are characteristic of every particular region. For example, we take Povada, Maharashtra, or Launi, again Maharashtra, like this. There exist many rich traditions of performing folk arts in Maharashtra also, and they developed as integral part of the religious festival and social life. To name as a few examples, we may mention Koli dance, Tarpa dance, the Shautar of Konkan, Povada, Kirtan, Jagar, or Gondal, etc. So here you can see in the first slide you can see Launi, second slide you can see the drama, the Shautar. Next slide you can see Bharatnatyam, Launi, Kathakali, various dance forms which performing, which is a folk art. Particular regions you can see here. Now what is traditions of performing folk arts? So India is a powerhouse of performing arts, a colorful multi-hued ritual that showcases talent like nothing else. Showcasing resplendent, that is attractive costumes, jewelry, dazzling jewelry, quaint adornments, that is attractively unusual characters from drama, traditional practices. The art reforms sue a cultural lore, that is body of knowledge again. Delve deep into Kathakali, that is delve deep, that means search something into Kathakali and Kathak, Bihu, Bharatnatyam to discover the countless expressions of tradition. We can see these dances are dances along with the facial expressions. And the folk theatre culture, jatra, dance, drama based on mythological stories, for example, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Krishna, many more, and tribal renditions, that is tribal performances or interpretations of folklore, have lent their own influences on Indian ethnic wear. Next we are going to see traditions of classical performing arts. Now India has a rich heritage of classical performing arts too. The text of Natya Shastra written by Bharat Muni is supposed to be the earliest one discussing music theatre, the nine moods, that is nine rasas, we call in Marathi that is Navarasa, supposed to be fundamental in the presentations of Indian performing arts are Shringar, that is love, Hasya, that is humor, Bibhasa, that is repulsion, means away from other, Raudra, that is terrible, Karuna, sad, Veer, heroic, Bhayanak, that is fearful, Adbhut, that is wondrous, and Shanta, that is peaceful. This all Navrasas, you can see the picture in the slide later on. Now, Indian people came into contact with cultural traditions of other nations, and that resulted into blending of many different streams in the presentation of Indian performing arts, enriching them over time. And as a result, many styles of presenting of classical vocal music, instrumental music, and dance came into existence. Various schools preserving those styles were also created. And there are now the classical dance forms. They are based on ancient dance discipline. They have rigid rules of presentation, and important among them are Bharatnatyam, Kathakali, Kathak, Manipuri, Kuchipudi, Odissi. And Bharatnatyam, though it derives its roots from Tamil Nadu, has developed into all India form. Now here you can see again here Kirtan, Povada, drama. Then Navrasa, you can see here two pictures of Navrasas. This is different facial expressions. Now, this performing arts refers to forms of art in which artists use their voice, bodies, or inanimate objects to convey the artistic expressions, and it is different from visual arts. We have seen visual arts, so which is when artists use paint, canvas, or various materials to create physical or static art objects. Performing arts includes a range of disciplines which are performed in front of live audiences. And now, theater, music, dance, and object of manipulation and other kinds of performance, these are present in all human cultures. The history of music and dance date to prehistoric times, whereas circus skills date to at least ancient Egypt. We are knowing the circus. It is a well performed art, you can say. Means, I hope you all have visited once the circus to see the circus, rainbow circus, jumbo circus, many types of circus. We have seen most probably at Kalwanaka or at Kharegaon ground. So, whatever art it is shown in the circus, it is fabulous, great. We all love that art. And many performing arts are performed professionally. Performance can be in purpose built buildings such as theater and opera houses and open air stages at festivals, on stages in tents such as circuses, or on the street. Like these are performances, live performances before an audience are a form of entertainment. Means we are entertainment, we are getting entertainment from such arts. The development of audio video recording has allowed for private consumption of the performing arts. So overall, this performing arts aims to express one's emotions and feeling. So there are two main branches of Indian classical music, that is Hindustani music, Carnatic music. Similarly, there are two forms in it, classical, that is Shastriya, and semi classical, that is Upashastriya. Semi classical has included many styles of folk music. The beautiful blend of all three forms, music, vocal, instrumental, and dance, to be seen in various Indian classical dances forms like Kathak of North India, Lavani of Maharashtra, Odissi of Odisha, Bharatnatyam of Tamil Nadu, and Kathakali and Mohiniyattam of Kerala. You can see the various dance forms pictures here. And in India, the post independence period, various festivals and music dance are organized with a view to make it accessible to the common people. Means common people can see that. And many people attend this festival, including Indian and foreigners alike. The Savai Gandharva festival of Pune is famous one. Here you can see in this slide Savai Gandharva. Lately we can see an inclination, that is person's natural tendency or urge towards experimenting and creating fusion of various musical styles by trying to overcome the limitations imposed by a traditional style or school. Pandit Uday Shankar is a prominent name among such artists who created a new style, and he successfully created a fusion of Indian classical dance and European opera. He also included various forms of folk arts in his style. So, the scope of presentation of Indian performing arts seems to be constantly expanding, and the same phenomena that are fact apparent in the field of Indian visual arts. Next, we are going to study Art 4.4, Art, Applied Art, and Professional Opportunities. Now, what is applied art? We have studied applied art is the application of design and aesthetic to object of functioning and everyday use. Now, how? For example, how what that we are going to see in the continue in our lesson. Now, here arts. It is a history is an independent branch of knowledge. Art history is a separate branch of knowledge, and various opportunities of research are available in these fields. First is art historian can work in the field of journalism. Yes, journalism also have their different field. One is having the knowledge of history, geography, science, means many type of journalists. Second, art market is an independent field. It calls for a special expertise to access the exact value of an art object or to ensure that it is genuine. An expert with the deep understanding of art history is required for this task. So this is also one of the important. Now assess, that means evaluate. Next we can say the heritage management and cultural tourism are recently developed fields. In this field, students of arts can find many professional opportunities. Museums and archives management, library science, information technology, archaeological research, Indology. Now, Indology, that means the study of Indian history, literature, philosophy, and culture. These are some important field in this regard, right? Now, applied art. The visual and performing arts are primarily looked upon as a means of entertainment for the people. The artist perform primarily with his purpose, and however there is a scope of combine an artistic creation with utility value to make economically viable. Now viable, that means designed to be useful or practical rather than attractive. So thus an artistic creation with utilitarian purpose, it is called as applied art. So now what is utilitarian? That is in architecture and decorative art. Ornament is used for decoration, that is embellished part of a building of an object. means something different ornament you're using that particular art or that architecture. Now first one, that is industry and advertisement, interior design, production of ornamental object, art, design of backstage backdrops. See, where are these opportunities are? Now in you can go in industry and advertisement. You are any advertisement you take, suppose any Cadbury advertisement. So varieties, there are varieties and talent in that Cadbury advertisement. You can see before 5 year the same product is same Cadbury, but the advertisement was different. So different talents come out from this. So students, you can go for this option also for your career after graduation. Then interior design, you are knowing that if somebody purchases new house, so previously the house was very simple, means if you have taken house, that is a great news. But now interior is very very important. And for the interior we have to spend lot of money, so interior design can be the good option for the further career. And production of ornamental object, art design of stage backdrops, that is nepatya, means when the drama is going on, behind that nepatya means dressing, costume, or different set of the dramas also, that is called the art design of stage backdrops. Next, art direction for films and televisions, creating attractive layouts of books. Now art direction for the films, now if you have seen many movies like Ram Leela and all, you have seen the mm, set of that movie, means directors are spending crores of money on that set. So you must be very very creative for choosing this as a career. Next, creating attractive layout of books. Now you must have seen many books. So each book have the variety of different cover. So that cover page or layout of the book is also means it is also creative, and you can also create something your own idea by using art. Magazines, you are seeing the different magazines. You can write in the magazine, you can means you can give the design to that magazine, it is your art. Next, calligraphy, most of the students are learning this handwriting, it is a type of handwriting calligraphy. Production of greeting cards, you are knowing that greeting cards nowadays everybody is sending WhatsApp messages and using social medias. Previously, uh, if one's birthday is there or any anniversary is there, we used to send the greeting cards. Next, invitation cards for any of the celebration. Invitation cards now we are sending by WhatsApp, but previously one to one invitation cards have to people are giving to each other for any function. Now only we are using that invitation cards for the wedding and all. Next, customized stationery, gift objects, etc. are the field of applied arts. You can see the so many variety of applied arts here. Next, the field of architecture, photography are also the part of applied arts. Nowadays, still and animated graphics created with the help of computers are used for various purposes, and this is also applied art. Ornaments, artistic creation, and metals are then pots with the colorful designs, objects made from cane and bamboo, beautiful glass objects, attractive textiles and clothing, etc. All can be listed under applied arts. For your last, attractive textiles and clothing, you can take the example of paitani. One paitani sari you can get in the variety or ample of designs. So it is also talent. It is also the applied art, and you can get the professional opportunity here. Now, every field mentioned above requires a detailed planning, and meticulous management at every stage of production. What is meticulous? Very careful. It is essential to employ trained and skilled individuals at every stage, and some of the production of processes of artist objects have a history of certain traditions. So, the development of each productive process has its own history. Hence, the syllabi of training courses of art design include the history of various industrial and cultural traditions. Now, you can see a different earthen pots, or here you can see the old magazines, how it was designed. You can see here the different objects. This is all comes in applied art, which you can, as you can choose that your professional opportunity. Now, the training institutions. There are few institutions in India which impart technical and occupational training in the above mentioned fields, and among them the National Institute of Design in Ahmedabad, Gujarat is a world renowned institute. This institute has introduced an online course since 2015, right? Next, second, you can see the JJ School of Art in Mumbai, also the well known institute of art. So we have now, by seeing this, you can also become the graphic designer, which is earning 3 to 4 lakhs. You can become social media designer, um, which is earning 4 to 5 lakh. Visual effect supervisor, S- that person can be earned 2.5 to 3 lakhs, or you can become art director, which earns 5 to 6 lakhs. So it's depend upon you. Now here, which fields are included in applied art, that we have seen: industrial design, architecture, it is also counted as a fine art. Then ceramic art, automotive design, fashion design, calligraphy, interior design, graphic designs, this everything you can learn, and you can grab the professional opportunity in this. So in the next lesson, we will learn about mass media in history. Hope you have understood this lesson well, which is history of Indian arts. Thank you, students. Your homework is try to solve question answers. Hmm? S- I will be send I will send you the marking, but you read the lesson twice or thrice, and you do the marking and write it in your notebook. I will give you answers later on. Thank you, students.